Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today I want to try Mech Mage. A whole bunch of stuff got nerfed in the current format, and I think that with the changes, I think Mech Mage should be pretty solid, which is one of the main reasons I want to try it. Also, this deck is just like one of those weird combo decks where you just kind of like can potentially OTK someone on turn 3 just by playing cards. Like not even attacking, just playing things. And I think that's pretty cool. So I want to try it. So yeah, basically why we're playing this deck. Besides that, I don't really have anything else to say. It's Mech Mage. You kind of play things and attack their face and hope everything goes well. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's hop into the first game and let's talk about the changes to cards because I think they're actually fairly interesting. And yeah, anyways, with that being said, let's just queue up the first game. Alright guys, yeah, that being said, I'll see y'all there. Alright. Our first matchup is against a Warlock. Interesting. I'm gonna keep Book. I think I can mull both of those here. We're looking mostly for sharks. This hand is trash. What a good meme. What a good meme. Okay, that's what I thought he was flying. Wish I had the coin now. But okay, this hand's looking interesting. We have 2 spells left in our deck that we don't want to hit. We ideally want to hit some sharks. We want to hit some warpers. We want to hit some galvanizers. The galvanizer. This is also really nice. So next turn to play is just this, most likely. Ooh, this is really good, but I really want to play this. 1, 2, 3. This is draw 3. Fiolo. Okay, I can play the rabbit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're in a decent position right now. We're in a decent position. Again, we wanted preferably it was to draw some sharks, so this way we actually had cards to play. This hand is kind of not ideal to say the least. Let's do this. Sure. Well, can't actually play that here. Let's just do this. We can play it a little bit slower than I would like to play it. This hand is like not ideal. Trying to think like what angle should I take here to play things. I should have played Galvanizer. That's what I should have done. That was a fuck up on my part. Galvanizer just meant that my whole hand was basically free besides Loatheb and this. Yeah, no, Galvanizer was the right play. I'm just worried about getting blown out by removal. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I want to talk about the nerfs. I'm going to talk mostly about the ones that affect, in my opinion, Wild. For the most part, these don't, like, there's like 2 cards in my opinion that really affect Wild. Well, in my opinion, actually only 1 for playable decks. Well, quote-unquote playable decks. Yeah, I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna play this. Pretty okay. This is also interesting. Kind of wish I played this first now. Like, if I would have known I would have gotten that, I would have played it in a different order for sure. Oh, this dredges something to my hand, right? That's what this one does. Yeah, I fucked up. I thought this was the other one. The one that puts something at the bottom of your deck, but I think it's just... it has to be Warper. Let's do this. This is a very interesting hand. The Zilliax is going to come in clutch, I think. Buffing the 4/6, giving it Divine Shield, Rush, Lifesteal is going to be pretty solid. It's going to kill this fairly efficiently. Having 2 of these means that it's harder for him to actually get to this. And even if he does, I mean, our board is pretty solid right now. I also regret severely playing the cards in the order I did. I also just realized that this list is not actually playing the one that puts out the bottom, like puts thing at the bottom, which is interesting. I thought that card was nuts. But yeah, okay. Getting back to the nerfs. The first one, again, it doesn't affect Wild nearly as much as, like, yeah, the nerfs overall don't really, like, there's like 2 of them that really hit Wild. 3, I guess. Like, scrolling through them real quick, it's like 2 or 3. The first nerf is Shield Shatter, the 10 mana spell that used to deal 5, cost 1 less for each armor you control. Or for each armor you have. I can't English. But overall, I feel like that does a whole lot of nothing. Interesting. That's not ideal. I want to play this, but I think it's really bad here. Okay, let's do that. I should probably play... I want to play this first. I'm getting rid of all my small guys that kind of do a lot of nothing. Sure, I need to dredge with this guy. These are all awful. Okay. I don't want to play this separate to kill that. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty okay. Again, I might have overcommitted here, but I think this is fine. So yeah, it's going down from 5 damage to 4. I'm assuming that's a hit for standard because, I mean, the card wasn't really that played in Wild, but I think it makes, like, Control Warrior so much worse, though, to be fair, in Wild as well. A 0 mana deal 5 was really, or 2 mana deal 5 was, or yeah, 2 mana deal 5 to the board was really fucking good. And now without it, I don't know how good it's gonna actually be. Like in the format type thing. Next, Tidal Revenant. I don't even know what the fuck this card is, but it turns out it's an 8 mana 5/8 that deals 5 and gains 5. They don't see playing Wild. It's not gonna really affect anything. Next, Nelly's ship got changed, so now the pirate that it gives you cost 1 less instead of costing 1, which is, I mean, that's a severe nerf, and again, I think that is more standard because that card wasn't really played in Wild, but it's still interesting. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I would have liked for it not to happen, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I've lost this game. Recombobulator in his deck, interesting. Interesting card. The other warrior card that got nerfed was From the Depths, which got nerfed. And yeah. These are all garbage. I feel like I did something wrong this game because I'd rather not play this, if I'm being honest. Oh, I guess none of those really affected me. The rat pulled something from my hand, and if you didn't pull this, I mean, I was fine with it. Next nerfs are Demon Hunter. These are for Fell Demon Hunter, which is apparently a broken deck in Standard. First one was Carrier, went up to by 1 and got +1/+1. It means that some of the cool decks, in my opinion, in like the demon decks are not really playable at the moment, which kind of suck, but what can you do? And the other one, like by the demon decks, I mean like the big demon decks. I had a lot of fun playing around with those, and it sucks that I will no longer be able to, but I understand that Standard, I guess, has to stay healthy. Wind Fury, Wind Fury. I hate this game. If I would have hit Wind Fury on this, I mean, I was in a really good spot, but I missed on the Wind Fury, which kind of sucks. The other one was Battle Worn Vanguard, is now down to a 2/1 from a 2/2. Card didn't see play in Wild, so doesn't really change much for me. These are the changes that are starting to affect Wild now. First is Wild Paw Knoll is losing an attack, so down to 3/5 from 4/5. My opinion, that's not the problem. The problem is how it interacts with Maestra, I hope is how you pronounce her name. Because that was unhealthy, in my opinion, for the format. I still think it's unhealthy. I do not like how that card interacts with the game. It's dumb. It's very dumb. 0 mana 3/5s on turn 1 is still going to be broken. Or on turn 2 is going to be broken. And yeah. Next, Cariel is going up 1 mana, which fucking sucks, because I absolutely love playing Cariel. Oh man, the cards are in my fucking... Why did I draw so much trash? Like, quite literally, like, this would have been insane. Right? This would have been good, like, 6 turns ago, but they're both in the bottom 9 cards in my deck. You know? I guess unlucky. But yeah, Cariel going up to 8 mana, I think is actually a really big hit. It was obviously played a lot in, what is the name of the deck? I can't think of the name of the deck. It was obviously played a lot in, like, any of the slower Paladin decks, right? Big Paladin, Arena Paladin, whatnot. It was your main win con against things like Pirate Rogue. So now it being 1 more mana, I think it's going to be really hard to actually hit playable. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that nerf. I wish this card didn't get touched. I think the card is fine. At least in a wild perspective, to me, the card is fine. Next is Spite Lash Siren, card that I've never seen before. It's gone... Did I play these in the wrong order? I played these in the wrong fucking order. Whoops. Kind of forgot I have to actually know what order I need to play my cards in this game. Kind of forgot that was a thing, if I'm being honest. Alright. So I draw this. Gaia or bust? It's bust. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, my draw this game was horrendous. He's at 6 life, and I, in my opinion, had a very shit draw, so I'll take that. Alright, let's just skip the next one. And we'll finish talking about the cards in the next game. Another fucking Warlock. Interesting. Okay. Well, both of these 2 cards are the cards we want to see. We want to see those. We want to see some Mech-Sharks. These are not Mech. Why have I drawn... I have drawn at least one of my non-Mech cards. Like, creatures in my hand. Opening hand, both games. There are 2 of them in the deck. Unlucky. So yeah, Spite Siren, not Mech. I drew fucking... Are you... If both of those cards were in mechs, my position went from being, like, okay to being best. Like, actually best in slot. Okay. This is not what I want to see at all in my hand. So the next 3, I think, are going to be the most impactful ones in Wild. Earthen Scales up to 2 mana, the card that gives friendly minion +1/+1, and you gain armor equal to its attack. The one that's played in Druid. Yeah. Card is nuts and is getting nerfed. I mean, that's another card I wish didn't get nerfed. I think the card, in my opinion, is fine. I don't think it's too broken. I don't think it ever was. I mean, you need like 12 mana to go off with that deck. In the current meta where you're dead on turn 5, that's not really realistic. Sure, Druid has a lot of ways to gain health to slow down that thing. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. Out of all cards to pull in my hand, you couldn't have pulled a fucking Loatheb or this piece of shit. Like, actually, you had... What the fuck are these? So it just has to be that. This... I thought this deck was good. Turns out I just can't draw shit. I'm just bad at drawing cards. Okay, the next one I think is the most... It's the biggest one, and the one I'm the least happy to see. This is coming from a very unique place, is how I'll like to put that. But Lightning Bloom is getting changed to refresh 2 mana crystals. This is obvious to hit the Big Shaman deck, being Big Shaman and dumb. right? It's to prevent turn 1 Yasharages or Yasharges or turn 1 Neptulons. You know, the cards that were not meant to play on turn 1, it's there to stop those. Which I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand what that card is supposed to do. Or what the nerf is supposed to do. Can I fucking draw a Mech-Shark, man? I hate this game. Can you give me a Mech-Shark? No? Okay. It's just this. The other two are like fucking useless cards, actually. But yeah. So when getting it nerfed to refreshing, the problem is that, like, they just quite literally made the card unplayable, in my opinion. I was gonna see you play in like a whole bunch of fringe combo druid decks, but overall, like, it being refreshed is so bad. I would have rather like they raised the overload, or it's just one of those cards that's actually super hard to balance. Like, the effect is just insane. I would have personally liked to see, if they want to do this, I would like to see Innervate go back to what it was. I think that Druid should have access to a little bit faster mana. I think Druid is not that great right now, so I'm perfectly fine with it having access to a little bit of faster. I still have yet to draw one fucking Mech-Shark. It's this pain right here. Oh, I should have played this, I guess, instead of Hero Powering, but hey. So yeah, the Lightning Bloom nerf, it fucking sucks. I do not like it. This nerf is another nerf, which I'm pretty sure people thought I would love, but I actually dislike because I don't think it's hitting the card nearly hard enough, which is Mr. Smite going up to 7 mana. This does absolutely fucking nothing. A Pirate Rogue kills you now on 7 from hand with a 6/5, and on 8 from 9 damage burst, or 10 damage burst from hand, you know? This is fine, I guess. But yeah, no, Mr. Smite's nerf does absolutely fucking nothing. This card is still bonkers. In my opinion, it should be changed to your other pirates have charge. I would have left it at 6 and changed it to that. Or even the other thing you could have done is just lower its fucking stats. Make it like a 4/4. And keep the effect. Like, as a 6/5, right? I'm comparing it to other 6/5 minions, and it's just like, this card is nuts. This card would be nuts at 8 mana, in my opinion. Like, the effect is just too broken. But hey, this is why I'm not in charge of game design. So yeah, I would change this card a little bit more. And then the final nerf, what came to School Teacher, which just got -1/-1, I believe. There's my first Mech-Shark. Do this. I can go 1, 2. Does this only hit minions? Why the fuck does that card only hit minions? That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, no, School Teacher nerf I think is actually pretty good. In my opinion, it's oh, I shouldn't say it's pretty good. The card saw 0 play in Wild. Like, so one time I played against it, it was fucking coined out, and he had a 5/4, and then it was just like, okay, freeze, and then kill it next turn. And it was like, okay. And the effect he got was like fucking, interesting. Well, time to Prage and hit the, we need to hit Mechathune, or Dead, right? No, he's played both Plagues. So no, he has an active Vulcan, we're done. Yeah, no, we're done. Unless he has another, no, he has more minions in hand. Yeah, he still has minions in hand, I believe. If not, we're dead. This is obnoxious, but we can deal with this. And we're hoping for Mech-Shark, Galvanizer. With Mecha-Shark, we can actually do something. Okay. I need to hit something So is that. Ozzy can just slam Mechathune though. I think odds that you can slam Mechathune are actually pretty high. Yeah, I have to take this anyways, but I guess I just take this. It's cheaper than the other ones, so it allows me to just play it earlier. And yeah. The 1-2 here is just to have an extra body on board. I'm expecting him to play some form of a board wipe. Yeah. To be fair, I'm actually expecting just to die. I'm expecting for a Mechathune, Mechathune Kata. Which, I mean, if he hit 2 discounts on both, is actually doable. And he's had 4 discounts on his hand, right? So, I think it's very, very possible. Interesting angle. Leaving is a very interesting angle on my opponent's side. Okay. Next one. Ooh, a druid. Interesting. And can it be we actually drew Mecha-Shark? What the fuck? I didn't know I could actually draw that card. I thought it was a fake card. I actually want to keep all this. This on 2, ideally hitting Mechwarper or another Mecha-Shark. And then some draws a Seafloor Gateway. Unless I top deck like Galvanizer, in which case it's turn 2 Galvanizer. Into this, coin this, into playing all my 2-drops. But yeah, no. Galvanizer would be nuts here. I actually don't even need to use the coin in that case. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I need the Galvanizer though. I'm assuming he's combo. If he's aggro, this hand is actually really nuts because this card is nuts against aggro. That's not the card I'm looking for. I'm looking for Galvanizer or Mechwarper because Mechwarper is a very fair and balanced Magic card or Hearthstone card. I'm not getting confused with names of card games. But yeah, so those were all the buffs slash nerfs. The only thing that got buffed was Spiteful Siren. Unplayable card, at least in Wild. And the cards hitting Wild, Big Shaman is no longer a deck, and I don't know if it ever will be again. Pirate Rogue got no changes, basically, which I think is problematic. Linecracker Druid got nerfed, which is kind of weird to me, seeing that Linecracker Druid is, like, not the most playable deck. So it's kind of interesting to me that it actually got nerfed, but hey. Again, I'm not in charge of the buffs slash nerfs. They're both in the bottom cards. I hate this game. I hate this game so fucking much. But yeah. No, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I hate the fact that, like, Demon Hunter got nerfed. Huh. Interesting. I kind of want to play this to try and get another Mecha-Shark, but then... Fuck it. I'm just worried about not having enough shit on board. That's fine. I mean, it cost 1, which is... Right now, we're looking to play out the rest of our hand cost 3 mana. 4 mana. 4 mana. Which is not bad. 4 to play 7 things. I would just like to have 1 more of these. It'd be best case... Bro, what the fuck is that doing there? I want to find 1 more big payoff mech, or like 1 more like harder discount, or like Gorillabot, or you know, just something good. Because like right now this is what 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5. 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 27. We can put them down to 5 technically. I mean, we can, but we also can't is the problem. So the reason we can't is we don't have enough room on board, right? We can only play 4 triggers of this. 4 triggers of this is, well, or 4 times 3 is 12. That's actually really good, because now we could get rid of this just punching in. Very good, very good. Let's draw some cards here. That was such a bad burn. Okay, now let's do this. Let's do this. Not gonna lie, kind of wish I had another one to make my board infinitely huge, but sadly that's not in the wheelhouse today. Yeah, we were technically like if we had technically another Mechwarper, this, and this had infinite. Like they were infinitely huge. Also, he was mad dead. So I would not have attacked in with my mech, and I would just went pew 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 pew, and then he would have had a lot of attack, and then I would have won the game. That's fine-ish. We have a fairly decent board now. Of course, he actually just has every single answer under the fucking sun in hand. Not only did he draw Guff on 6, Explorer next turn, but he also had like Floop, plus Poison Seeds, plus Scales, all on curve, which is insane. I'm about to just like die here, actually. His draw has been fucking filthy. Oh, let me guess, you also have Sphere. And drawn 13 cards and just casted a Ysera. It's turn 6. This game is trash. I hate this game. You know, sometimes they hit and you just lose. Other times you cry because all the cards you hit were trash and unplayable. Okay. How on earth can I come back from here? I guess the right play was potentially to just hold off an extra turn, but holding off an extra turn just felt wrong, man. I wish I top deck as good as this guy. Damn, he's actually killing the 1/1s? No one ever kills the 1/1s. What the fuck? No, I'm just dead, right? I can't deal with the board. Like 4, 8, 12, 17. I'm just dead. Or 8, 12, 15. This man's draw was cracked. Sphere, Guff, Twig, Gale, Loop, Nixia, Ysera. Top 15 cards. That Ysera was not generated off the Emerald Explorer. Huh. I wish I drew that well. I actually just wish I would draw that well. I don't know. I thought this deck was going to be a lot better than it is. Turns out this deck is pure variance, though. That's something you learned by testing. No, but in all seriousness, Mech Mage is a cool deck, but I feel like it never works. Like I feel like whenever I try to play this deck, I don't draw one thing or another and then question life. What achievement did I just get? The fuck? Collect 100 different Mean Streets cards. Ah, interesting. We slowly getting there. We're slowly building up the collection. It's actually funny, like you can actually see how much more this has increased. Very interesting. But yeah, no. Mech Mage felt weird. It might be this deck. This card is trash. Can confirm that card is trash. I don't like Loatheb, I don't think, in the deck. I think I would rather here run this guy. I think this card is nuts. The scroll is add 3 mechs to your hand. Or sorry, the sweeper is add 3 mechs to your hand. Which is insane. I also think you cut like... Probably... No, that's not... I meant to cut this. I think that's better. I think this card is nuts. No, I'm not just saying that I have them golden. But like, this card seemed bad, this card seemed bad. The one-drop seemed bad, but you need them to combo with the shark. But yeah, no, I think this is probably a better list. I'm gonna put this one down below. I think this one is better. If not, you add 1 skateboard, or the Skaterbot, and then 1 of the coiler thing, which is not a mech, which is weird that it's in this deck at all. What is his name? Coil Fang Constrictor, instead of the 2 Azsharan Sweepers. Yeah. Anyways, sorry if this video was slow. I'm really tired. As you guys know, yesterday I had an exam today, and my brain is still fucking fried. So anyways, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day. Yeah. With that being said, I'll see you guys all in the next one, alright guys? Peace.